Here we go again, another bad DC movie. But wait, it's not bad at all. If I say so myself, it's pretty super. Hello everyone, welcome to Chewy Cinematic Talk, and today I'm going to give you my full review and breakdown for Superman 2025, directed by the one and only James Gunn. This is going to include some spoilers. It's been out for 4 weeks already, so heads up. And just like my last video, I'm going to give you my actual review near the end of the video. So let's get into it. Superman, in good faith, intervened in international affair or conflict and is now facing the consequences. Despite being orchestrated by Lex Luthor, Superman must now win back the support from everyone in the world. Before I get into my breakdown of the movie, I wanted to say that I, for one, really love Man of Steel. And I even got it in Blu-ray. And I actually did like some of the DCEU films. For example, Blue Beetle, Wonder Woman, Shazam, even Aquaman. I even like some of the off-world movies, Joker 1, not Joker 2, not Joker Fully Suck My Balls, and even The Batman by Matt Reeves. But we all know that the DCU ran into the ground. Fortunately, we now have the new DCU, the rebooted version of the DC. David Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, put James Gunn and Peter Safran in charge. And let me tell you, in James Gunn, I trust at least, mainly because of his films like Slither, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3, and The Suicide Squad. All of those films made me trust in whatever James Gunn directs and writes. He took all of that experience and applied that to Superman. And let me tell you off the bat that I really enjoyed and loved Superman to a point that I saw it 4 times in theater. But anyways, I love this movie for plenty of reasons. Superman is an action movie with comedy, a movie about love, a movie about discovery, a movie about family and teamwork, but most importantly, it's a movie about hope. Is it a perfect movie? Not really, but it shows how it's entertaining. From the opening scene to the very end, you are extremely entertained through it all. It's like watching a Saturday cartoon when you wake up on Saturday mornings watching Fox or whatever you used to watch, and bringing that over from the small screen to the big screen. There are things in this movie that I have not seen on the big screen. For example, the way the Fortress of Solitude was depicted, seeing Krypto being a bad boy, but being a bad boy kind of played off in the end, so it was okay. Superman fighting a freaking Kaiju, what in the hell? Superman fighting himself as Ultraman. His flying scenes were just amazing to look at. Then him being in the pocket universe, trying to escape while saving a freaking baby. What? This leads to what I like about the movie the most. I love the chemistry between Superman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane. You can tell the Superman is deeply in love with Lois, and Lois is not fully committed with everything yet. Despite this, she puts her life in danger to try to save him as much as possible. It hurt me personally when you see Clark tell Lois, "I love you," and she doesn't say it back. And in the end, when Lois finally says it, she tells him, "I love you too." That was pretty memorable. I can see the scene in my mind right now where they're just lifting, or he lifts her up and he just holds her, floats, and just kiss. I don't know why, that just stuck in my mind. That is clear as day. I also loved all the action scenes. One of my favorite action scenes was with Mr. Terrific. The scene where he takes Lois back to where Superman was last seen. That whole scene was mind-blowing. The first time I saw this was in IMAX with a couple of friends. And right after everything happened, right in that silence, I said out loud, "Holy shit." And within seconds, she says the exact same thing. That to me, it was pretty perfect, honestly. This leads me to another favorite scene of mine, the entire Pocket Universe scene. Despite being a family-centric film, it got pretty dark in there. For example, Lex Luthor brings out an innocent bystander, someone the Superman saved. You see him try to get information out of Superman, and Lex Luthor just shoots him right in the head in front of Superman, and that threw me off. I was thinking, wow, this is truly not for families at all. The whole theater stood silent. We were all pretty shocked to experience this. we were like, holy crap. This shows and tells you that Lex Luthor is not someone to mess around with, because he will go through anything to get his point across. And then of course this leads to the whole scene where Clark, Metamorpho, and Krypto were trying to escape, and that whole scene was pretty intense. I mean, he's trying to save a baby from dying. Yeah, pretty crazy. Another favorite scene of mine that was actually more held back and more relaxed was the scene between Clark and his father. That whole interaction got me actually pretty emotional. It shows you how human Clark is and how attached he is to his human side. All he wants to do is be a good person for everyone, mainly for his family, but also for himself. And then another good scene that really stuck out that I can still see as clear as day is in the end when Superman is fighting the Engineer and Ultraman. He does not care if you are a guy or a girl. He does not care at all. Trust me. Because he will definitely defend himself, even if it means he has to drag you because the Engineer was attached to his body. Even if he has to drag you and defend himself by hitting someone else with your body. For example, he was using the Engineer to block the eye beam from Ultraman. He was just swinging her around and just beating the hell out of him. That was freaking intense too. Now let's talk about the cast. So Lex Luthor, for me, was pretty well casted. You can clearly see the hatred and jealousy in his eyes whenever he would talk about or talk to Superman. And I'm not sure if you know this, but Lex Luthor is played by Nicholas Hoult, and he actually auditioned to play Superman. But clearly we know who that was. So this all kind of flourishes throughout the movie. Whenever he speaks to him directly, you can sense that hate and that jealousy because it's actually real. At least for me it is. Krypto, which is simply amazing, and so was Metamorpho. A cute pup, all CGI. He was actually based off the dog owned by James Gunn. Which reminds me, let me show you something really quickly. This is the first popcorn bucket that I got on the first night. Freaking adorable. And then also, look at this. Let me show you side to side. Yeah, I love this movie a lot, as you can tell. And then of course, the Justice Gang. Guys, Gardner's Green Lantern, and Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl, they're all pretty funny. They all had their moments to shine, and I really enjoyed every scene with them. Honestly, for me, one of the best outstanding characters was Mr. Terrific. And of course, the rest of the cast was pretty good too. But finally, let me talk to you about Superman and Clark Kent. He embodies hope and doing the right thing, or trying to at least. He strives to simply be the best within himself and the best he can be for anyone else. He truly cares about his family, his friends, his acquaintances, and even the whole planet. Because in the end, he only wants the best for everyone. I mean, come on. He even saves a freaking squirrel. That was pretty funny to see. And honestly, this is exactly what the DCEU needed. Someone that gives hope, not just to the fans, but to the world. Now, this leads me to what I kind of disliked about the film. There's only two things I would say. One is all of the freaking exposition there is. Yes, I get it. It's the first film in the whole brand new world, the whole DCU. But I wish they would have shown us instead of just saying it out loud. But again, I get it. It's the first film to expand the whole universe. Another thing that I didn't really like much was that there's some scenes in this film that just fly by. I wish some scenes would just be able to take a moment to breathe, to simmer, and let everything sink in. Other than that too, the movie in my opinion was pretty good. So now this all leads me to my film rating. In my opinion, this is the true cinematic experience in theater, or in VOD, which is video on demand. So out of 5 stars, I would give this a 4.5 because again, I love all the action sequences, I love the heart that it provides us, and I love overall the entire film. And again, in James Gunn, I trust. And I'm not sure if you know this, but James Gunn already announced a sequel, which he's going to direct and write, so I'm pretty excited about that. And as you know, well, I'm not sure if you have seen the movie yet, but by the end, we actually are introduced to Supergirl, which is the owner of Krypto. And then that's going to be the follow-up film. It's going to be Supergirl and some creature movie about some swamp creature. I don't know much about the DCU, but now because of this movie, I'm going to learn more about it for sure, because I want to be invested, because again, this movie really blew my mind in every single way possible. And really quickly, let me show you my third popcorn bucket. Bada bing, bada boom. I wish it glue, but look at this. Yeah, I'm a big fanatic for the DCU now. Thanks to this movie, they have gained a huge fan for the new DCU reboot. Well, thank you for your time, my enigmatic family. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. Please let me know all your thoughts on Superman. This could be spoilers. I don't care. Just tell me what you think about it. I want to see your honest opinions about the film. Give me all your details and all of your opinions. For now, take care. I'll see you next time. But before I let you go, let me ask you one quick thing. Are you a punk rocker? Because yes, I am.